Braun Breaker, since NXT, has been being breaded as a top superstar within this company. He's shown glimpses and flashes of being a top guy on the microphone, being a top guy as far as presentation goes, being a top guy as far as in-ring work goes. Braun Breaker has done a lot of great in-ring work when it pertains to his run in NXT. He wrestled a lot of guys and showed that he can hang with a lot of different styles in NXT. He also showed that when superstars like Seth Rollins came down to NXT and wrestled him for the World Heavyweight Championship early on in his career, that he can hang with the big dogs. He can go. I think when you look at things like that, plus his current run on the main roster as, Intercontinental Champion, it was short-lived. It wasn't really a long reign where we got to see him as champion for a long time. However, he put on really good matches with those opponents that he did wrestle. That led him into the WWE. Obviously, they planted a seed a long time ago of Paul Heyman managing him, which correlated into Seth Rollins. Paul Heyman, who had a hand in his character development in NXT coming up to the main roster, it translated into him becoming a vital piece to the vision and helping Seth Rollins within his title reign. Now, obviously, due to Seth Rollins getting injured, the storyline was cut off prematurely. We would have seen what I talked about earlier with Tiffany Stratton and Nia Jax. We would have seen an older veteran superstar that's mentoring a younger star end up in this position where, because they're trying to control them and have power over this young talent, use them to keep their belt and their status at the top. Obviously, one day, Braun Breaker was going to turn and he was going to humble his mentor. He was going to take the reins, because learning from the best, you become the best. Obviously, they had to turn the page. They had to get Braun Breaker to turn on Seth Rollins early. Within that, I felt just for a couple weeks, it got a little bit stale. We wasn't really seeing much progression as far as the whole turn, how impactful it was for Braun and Bronson and the vision to be turning on Seth Rollins, to be breeding Braun Breaker as an even bigger star than what he is now. However, they've been doing a lot of good things. I think the men's War Game match was very impactful for Braun to showcase himself again against top guys, to be in the midst, and to be the one to pick up the pinfall victory on a veteran like CM Punk. That does a lot for your credibility. It really does. Braun Breaker, he's proven more and